All right, welcome to the show. This is a chat show, so it's for entertainment purposes only. Uh, Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show. It is a big show, eh? Turn this down a bit. And I'll put up the link if anybody wants to pop in. I have a little bit of time tonight. Hi, Dino. Hi, Scotty boy. How are you doing? Good to see you. Hi, Desert Rose. Good to see you, hon. Trey, good to see you. Been around lately. The spirits? Yeah, the Russians and the spirits. Yeah. Good old vodka, huh? So, yeah, they sent some missiles into Russia that, what were they called? I want to say Nukem's missiles, but they're Attackams, they call them. Attackams missiles. Sounds like something a kid would say. Unfortunately, they're going to threaten us with World War. I don't know. You guys think that Hey, Elderberry, good to see you. Hi, G. Good to see you. What's happening? I don't know. I think it's chicks and cars in the Third World War, right? At least that's what they want us to think, right? Brought on by Chernobyl. Artificially weaponized. Hey, Mr. Mission. Good to see you. Yeah, they're playing their games, right? So, yeah, Biden seems to want to try to provoke. They want to get us into a state of where they can have going back to the 80s and have another Cold War. But I don't think they're going to agree to that. I don't think Russia wants to agree to that. So what are they going to agree to? I don't know. Just a distraction for monetary reasons? At the moment, yes. Don't forget I haven't been able to watch what they've been passing in your Congress lately, but you got to look at things like last week and the Tyson fight, what they were passing then, probably spending bills and stuff. Hi, G. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me up, Max Vision. Yeah, they were busy deciding on who gets to use the woman's bathroom.
Oh, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've
Yeah.
seen that hypocrisy.
And I love Mike Tyson.
Yeah,
but I do think that it was kind of a wrestling match, if you know what I mean, kind of boxing thing. Yeah.
yeah. I didn't watch any of it, so yeah,
Yeah, I've watched a few minutes on different clips.
yeah,
But yeah, so here we are in a new dog and pony show.
yeah. Of course, with these dog and pony shows, they like to kill people. So that's
Yeah.
the fortunate part is they probably will kill more people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, got to carry it on and put the constant fear and threat, stimulation out there.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And I've noticed a lot more war movies on the movie channels.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, more, or action packed, mercenary type. Yeah. Anything that, jazzes up the war effort. Because
yep.
they did do that in the 40s. They pushed out a lot of war movies to get the guys jazzed for this.
There'll be something on trade and trading in the financial. What's that? Stronghold in the name of power and control. Could be, Dean. they've got a few things still to work in, right? They have digital dollar. They've got 15-minute cities. Hi, Paula. Check your settings there.
Hello, Max. Hello, G.
Peace. Good to see you.
Peace. Yeah, I don't know how long it'll be before my husband wakes up. But I get to stay in here until he does.
Cool.
Good to see you again, Amy.
And hi, everyone in chat.
Yeah. Mhm. So, what do you think of this current version of the clown show? I don't like it myself. I would prefer something different because we know that a lot of people are going to die from this one.
Right.
There's going to be retaliation. It'll probably be, conventional. Putin's not going to make himself the bad guy in this.
Right.
So, he's going to probably he might take all of Ukraine. That could be a good possibility. Just roll over Ukraine.
Yeah. Well, they
Yeah.
gave away quite a bit when the wall came down.
Yeah.
They lost East Germany, Chechnya, Slovenia, Czechoslovakia, Georgia. I mean, they gave up a lot of countries. So, and it was the buffer between, the UN and them at the time. The buffers kind of come down, and they thought, oh, this is all up for grabs. And Russia, do you blame them, are going, no, we're not going to have you reside in a country next to us, like you wouldn't want us to be in Cuba. So,
Yeah. I think that the whole thing is just the game that they're playing. The war games. Everybody wants to rule the world. They want to own everything.
Oh
And I
yeah.
just think we're slowly playing this through, like you said, I think, Russia taking over Ukraine and becoming part of Russia. Again, right? Again.
Again, yeah.
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 yep.
I don't see why they wouldn't at this point. I wouldn't blame them really. The EU, they said if those missiles were put there, that they would have to, make it a declaration of war. So I don't know. Why wouldn't they make their buffer zone much bigger?
Yeah.
Add high wildlife. Not just
Mm.
why not Poland? Why not Belarus, Poland, Switzerland?
Yeah,
Netherlands?
Belarus.
Yeah.
Yes, I think something has to be kind of drawn, a line drawn in the sand again, apparently, because no one's playing nice.
Yeah.
And remember
So,
the old saying, don't poke the bear, and that's all
yeah.
Ukraine's been doing is
Yeah.
poking the bear.
Oh, yes, they have. Yeah, since
Bear
20,
pokers.
They are
2014,
very
they've been poking.
high wildlife. Good to see you.
Yeah, what wife?
Yay, wildlife. Is he coming up?
I don't know. I'll put up the link. My cats don't seem to care about it at all. I told my wife what Biden had did. And it really got her upset. And any normal thinking human being that should.
And the things going around TikTok that, well, why is it that Biden isn't mentally stable enough to stand trial for his crimes, but he's mentally stable enough to declare war with fucking Russia?
Yeah, it's not even him. It's the deep state
No,
doing
it
all.
isn't. I know, but it's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of on vacation now. He's having a great time. He's wearing Trump
Yeah.
Oh,
hats. He's running around, sniffing
yeah.
kids. You don't care.
No, you're right,
Sniffing
Paula.
kids in his underwear. Yeah. What?
Yeah, you're right. Biden is playing both sides. He's getting it
Yeah.
both ways. Oh, I'm too stupid to do this, but I'm smart enough to push the button.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
His
That's
ass
the
will be
game.
covered constantly by the deep state, right?
Yeah, waffles.
So,
Yep.
unless you can get rid of the deep state, nothing will ever happen to him. What happened to Biden or Hunter?
I know. Where'd that whole thing go? It's like they just keep
It-
changing stories so you'll forget about the
That
previous
just
one.
that just all disappeared, you know.
Yeah. And so did
Yeah.
Hunter. He's probably on Tahiti or something right
Oh yeah,
now.
Mm-hmm.
He's out of the way. Or that
Yes.
hidden land that I think they have.
And then the
Troy
other list, Epstein. And
Russia's
we got
not
a new
communist.
list, Judy. You know.
Or
Russia's
his
Christian now,
sidekick.
and Russia's Christian now, Dean. During the Soviet era, they were atheists. Now they're Christian, and
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
votes. Well, you get to vote just as much as you get to vote here, you know. Antarctica. I don't know what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, the votes here, they're just collecting data. That's
Yeah,
all they're doing. The rest
yeah,
of it is a
yeah,
selection.
Well,
you're right.
I think voting is just like a oh, what do they call it? A census.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
there you go.
Yeah, it
yeah.
is that actually in both of our, like even in your country, popular vote doesn't necessarily declare the winner.
No.
You know, just like in parliamentary law, our MPs choose the premier or the prime minister. We're just a
Yeah,
suggestion, you know.
right. We're the serfs, they're the lords, picking the prince or king over the land.
Yeah, but it's
Well,
good data collection for when you want to know who to kill, you
Yeah,
know.
that too.
and the other side of the census is who's still dumb enough to think their vote counts too. I mean,
Yes, partially. We're
how many people is the dumbing down scenario working on?
yeah, how far is it? How many people care? How many people are invested in
Yes.
this theater?
Yeah. Well, you know what? People are people, and you never know. Maybe this is maybe somebody will turn on them. Maybe this is one of them turning, but I doubt it because I know better. But I wish it was, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing is, I know you're going to get better things. You're going to probably even get better food for a little while. Better get cheaper
Oh,
gas.
yeah. Well,
Uh,
my husband saw in his alternative news that places like Walmart are going to raise their prices 200% because of the tariff Trump's gonna put on things shipped from overseas. And of course, they're blaming, Trump for why the prices are gonna go up. So, like, we would, oh, what's the word now? Oh, crap. I had it earlier when I was telling my husband. Uh, like, God, why can I think of the word now? If they don't want him to take taxes away, so they
hi,
are
Zara.
protesting, huh?
Just saying hi to somebody in the chat. Go ahead.
Okay. So they don't want him to take away taxes, so they're protesting by raising the prices on everything. So any place that raises the prices is against Trump taking taxes away and bringing on the tariffs for overseas
I see.
merchandise.
So they managed to find something that could be used good and use a way to fuck you over with it.
No, basically it's just
Right.
it's just
Why
moving.
are they raising the price 200% now?
Exactly.
That's just that he hasn't done
He's
anything.
not even in yet.
He hasn't
I
even
know
told
he
you what
hasn't.
products he's going to put tariffs on.
It's an
I know.
inconvenience tax.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. No, that's all
Right.
they're doing is they're moving. He's talking about getting rid of income tax and moving it. It's just moving it over to okay. We
Yeah,
won't tax what you make, but we'll tax what you spend. That's what they're doing here.
I hope
Right.
people just
And
boycott Walmart then.
well,
I've wished for that
Boycott.
for years.
Yes, and that's what it is. That's the word I couldn't remember.
Oh,
Is them raising the prices on everything 200% is Walmart's way of boycotting Trump doing away with taxes.
okay. Good. Go
okay.
out of business. I don't care. Oh, there's somebody here. Hey, Watt Life. Good to see you.
Woohoo, what life?
Hey, good evening.
Hey,
Hey, hey.
hey.
Good evening. Yeah, I think tariffs are a great idea. What do you think, Wildlife?
Well, imagine, if you will, you're traveling through another dimension of sound but of mind. A journey into the wondrous land whose boundaries are that of the imagination.
I fucking love you, man.
Oh, but yeah, you kind of had to see this coming. I mean, they've slowly been raising the prices on a lot of things over the last couple of years. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, once the tariffs kick in, and it's pretty much going to be uh, anything that's anything made overseas. I guess that's what they're wanting to do. And yeah, I mean, inevitably, it's going to raise the prices up on some things. Not everything, but
Not on American products.
no.
Right,
So,
right.
and most of your food is made in America. So
Well,
it's not going to affect a lot of that.
So if you're going to get a TV or a cell phone, you might want to get one now.
correct. That's what I was going to say. Even down to Tupperware, anything plastic is.
Mhm.
You'll
Yeah.
love this. The two main countries are China and Canada that makes most of the plastic containers and bags for United States, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I did not know that.
Yeah. Canada's really into it
Hmm.
up there, at least over here on the West Coast. But anyway, yeah, they also have a rumor going around that, there's a lot of retail stores closing, but the ones like Walgreens and all of them, they're closing, but they're maintaining a high inventory in their warehouses. Just wondering. Just, I don't know, just a pulse on what might. Anyway, I didn't mean to get so deep.
Yeah,
and
most places
serious.
are on or just-in-time shipping.
Yes, you did.
So yeah,
Yeah,
Walmart
no, you're right.
seem to be getting ready for something.
Yeah, they are. They're
Another
they're
shipping
man,
disaster.
around here. They're rolling up the sidewalks like nobody's business on all of these
Yeah.
stores and restaurants.
Yep.
We've got. Don't forget, we have the rail strike coming in January.
Ah, there's another one.
Nice. I've been waiting on that.
Yeah,
That's
We'll see
perfect timing.
right now in Canada we have a mail strike on, so there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
mail being delivered for Christmas. Perfect
Oh,
timing.
Perfect timing. Wow.
What's the what's holding them up? Is it like a payment package deal or something?
Oh yeah, they want money. Yeah, they always want more money. So,
Yeah, it's always about money.
Well, hell, I thought my post office went on strike, but hell, I called up there. They said no, it's just normal operation procedures. You get
Yeah.
it when you get it. If you get it, I said okay. I appreciate that.
yeah. Well, right now you'd have to.
Appreciate that.
They were offering them something like 11% over 4 years, which is like 2.5% a year. But the average inflation right now is just under 3% a month. I think Joe got it down to 3% a month on you guys. So that'll really help. Yeah.
Nice, yeah.
Oh,
Won't be that
God.
many tens of millions. It'll only be a couple hundred
Yeah.
million.
Right, right. Yeah.
So how are you going to catch up with the amount of money they printed?
Exactly.
know,
Exactly.
because that's what's got to happen, basically, is we have to catch up to the amount of money they printed. So your wages should be double, at least.
It's like 36 trillion. No, might be 37 trillion right about now.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going up quickly.
What was it 4 years ago that you'd borrowed? That you
I couldn't imagine, but not that.
Yeah.
No, it's the number is ridiculous. That's why I said there's got to be caps and limits.
Yeah.
Everything in moderation, and
Yes.
these people are so greedy. They don't care. They're just gonna
They never cap themselves, the bastards.
no. And that's the disparaging part of this. We're all down here dealing in dollars, and they're dealing in millions and billions. What?
And they get to vote on their own raise. Isn't that nice?
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, what the shit?
they run the reality because
You know,
they got this
uh,
fiat
They've
yeah,
got the
trillion.
power. Yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
systematically remove the caps. Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, that's I think that's a part of a restructuring government, you know, time limits,
yeah,
caps.
yeah. Term limits, you know.
It's hard to have proper checks and balances when they're cashing the checks and we're left picking up the balance.
There
You
you
know,
go.
Right.
Well, forever.
Yep.
Exactly.
I hear you.
Forever. Since
You mind picking
forever.
this tab up for me? You know, I got you in about 100 years.
Back in the
Yeah.
70s, the Canadian government actually
I'll pay
made
your
money
kids back.
and put it into social programs. I remember that when I was a kid. And then
Yep.
they got rid of the silver dollar when I was around 2. And then free trade came in and it just went.
Yep. Petered out.
Yeah. But those tariffs, they were actually good. Um, they promoted Canadian products
Yeah.
so that there was a lot more stuff made in Canada.
I mean, there's you know, double edge to that sword.
Mm.
But yeah, I don't know if, like I said, charging us on what we spend or what we make. You know, we gotta, you know, pay the ferryman
Yeah.
taxes.
Yeah.
Free trade was never free trade.
No,
Uh,
we're not
About
free.
six,
No.
about
Not that
6
way.
months in, you guys put a tariff on steel and lumber
Hmm.
as we were selling
Yeah.
it like hotcakes.
Yeah.
You guys were building like crazy, because it was so cheap to build.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then they put
Right.
a big tariff on it
Ugh.
because your steel and lumber producers were complaining because we were
Right.
totally undercutting you.
Oh.
I'll be right back, you guys.
don't have competition.
Yeah, go into building.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You need healthy competition.
Yeah.
If you didn't, I mean, if you didn't, there'd be no
Yeah.
reason for you to do better or want better for yourself. You know.
And I think that is exactly what's happening to our society right now. We're losing competition as bigger buys out, there's less of it.
Well, you guys subsidize China too.
Oh, it's a weird handshake.
Yeah, the thing
I
is,
don't know to even begin on that
all
one.
these payouts and handouts and trade deals and
And then we
all
get
that can be
snippy
just
at
cut
each
it all,
other.
right?
Taiwan, they throw everything in there.
There, China gets tax breaks on shit because they're quote unquote a developing nation, right?
Not anymore, but okay.
That's what they call them. Yeah.
No, but I think we get stagnant. We're getting stagnant because there isn't the competition and
Yeah. Well, that's why
or
they're
the
allowed to
ability.
burn oil. That's why they're allowed to burn oil like crazy
Hmm.
because they're considered a developing nation. So, there's restrictions put on us that we put on ourselves pretty much, that totally cripple us and enable them. So they can produce cheap products because they have cheap fuel that they
Yeah.
buy from us,
Well,
whereas,
no, they're
you could use the fuel in-house in America, build the products that they're building, and it would be cheaper.
yes,
But
of
because
course.
of all the deals they've done, it's
Well,
not.
that's the problem. Reaction, solution. I mean, the problem is you don't want the pollution here, so we react by saying, okay, we'll send it overseas, and they've got the solution. Yeah, that's what I think has been happening
Well, yeah,
in
like
some
that's
of
when
this.
when carbon credit, like we pay carbon tax. Well, what's that carbon tax for? Right? Either we produce the fuel cleanly here, or we buy it from Venezuela. It's ridiculous, because
Completely.
we've got tons of fuel here, but we can't produce it because of carbon. But we'll let Venezuela produce it and pollute.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
It makes
I
no
mean,
sense. right?
That's just it,
Oh,
Max Vision. When it doesn't make sense, there's something afoot.
you know,
Like,
somebody's
no,
making
come
some
on.
money,
I
right?
feel like I'm
You know?
getting gaslighted here.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what
Hey,
they're
Loretta,
doing to us.
It's like the
Morgan.
$100 billion, was it $100 billion hurricane relief package that they're demanding now? How much of that you actually think is going to go to any hurricane victims?
Exactly. And did you know that at least in North Carolina, they are not telling us everyone that died when that hurricane hit land and stayed a friggin' hurricane. They are only counting the claimed bodies as dead. If they haven't been claimed yet, they're just being labeled the undead.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
The government's being sued over that hurricane, apparently.
I hope so.
there's a
That
And
was
they
lot of
should be.
I've
nefarious
heard
stuff
talk
going
of
on.
it. It might just be wishful thinking. Let me see.
Because I know it's got to be. From what I've seen, it's bad up there in some places still, and there's a lot of nefarious stuff going on, and it's bad here. And we didn't get none of the flooding and stuff that they got, so I can just imagine. I mean, this stuff's still on the ground, trees still down.
Yeah.
well,
We're
yeah,
going 2 months in almost.
yeah, and
Next week will be
apparently
2 months.
any help,
Yeah.
even if it was private, was turned away or blown away with helicopters or what was their other thing? Oh, don't serve homes that have Trump signs in front of them.
Yeah, there was
Or
a lady that was fired. She was, I forget her specific position with FEMA, but yeah, she was let go because some of their.
yeah,
But basically, she was just repeating the message that was given to her. Yeah, select whose homes you go to, and I don't care who you are. That ain't right. I don't care
no,
which political spectrum you
they should
support.
have. They should
In
have
a
had.
disaster zone, it don't matter. A life is a life.
They
That's
should have
right.
had an investigation through up the channel who started all of this, and all of them not only just fired but possible criminal. I mean, that
Mm,
is blatant criminal hate
mm,
crime.
absolutely. That's a criminal hate crime. Exactly. And I'm going to add true domestic terrorism.
And how do you expect somebody, what I mean, no matter what political spectrum or wherever they stand or whatever, how could you expect somebody to have any respect for any type of entities when a lot of people feel like they've just been getting the ass to kiss and slapped in the face, for so many years, no matter if they understand what's going on or not.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
They got to feel it now in their pocketbooks, that's for sure.
Oh yeah,
Right.
You know,
that's really the only way, really, because that's all that they care about.
Right.
yep. You know, nobody knew that weapons had been moved to or fired on Russia. My wife said that the news hasn't reported it. Nobody's even talking about it.
Wow. Wow. And of course they're doing this how many days before Trump is actually, sworn in as president again.
Yeah.
And you know what they always do? They're going to blame him. Now, wait a minute, motherfucker.
Uh,
You're doing this before he's even sworn in. How's it his fault?
Yeah, that follows the karma though, because it's always a democratic office that takes us into a WW.
Mm-hmm. Always.
So if it's a Republican that does it this time, it will be not normal. Just saying.
Wasn't it the
Mm-hmm.
Republicans that did that in the past? I thought it was the Republicans that were the party of war in the past.
Well, oh, I'm just talking about the last century.
Yeah.
The First World War was Wilson.
And
He was a
last
Democrat.
8 for sure.
Huh?
Look at it
Last
like this.
presidents for
Today in it was today in 1945 that the Nuremberg trials began, and here we are less than 80 years away, and WW3 is just doesn't seem so far off.
Wow. Wow.
Yep, there's my 80-year mark I talk about. Yeah, not surprised.
I have kids.
I know nobody here is, well, nobody on the panel is nowhere near 80. So, I mean, of course, we weren't around then.
Yeah.
But
My
still,
parents, though, yeah, were.
I know
yeah,
I'm only 56.
parents and grandparents, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I grew up in a WW2 family. You know, yeah.
Definitely something seems to be up because it seems like it's more um, offensive fronts rather than a defensive front. You can even look up Avon, just like the women's product Avon. You can look up Avon, the Avon Technologies. You
Yes.
you kind of see what they're all about, and
Yes. I did that years ago. I know exactly what you're talking about.
What's that?
let's see
The,
if I
the,
pull up the article.
yeah, pull up the article. It's just going to be easier because I don't remember serious details, but I do remember looking it up and coming across it and blowing the whistle
Hmm.
all over my Facebook page and getting in trouble for it way before they were censoring us. I was already always being censored, so like nothing new to me. I'm used to it. Yeah, bring that up, share it in private chat, and then Max can open it and share screen.
Now you would know more about what you can share and what you can't share, but I'll post it in the back chat.
It's just a document, and it's not about vaccines. We're fine.
It's a website, but no, it doesn't talk about that. No.
No.
And yeah,
And I'm going to open it and go refresh my
protecting
memory.
lives. Our aim is for heroes to survive and thrive, no matter their mission. Okay. And
Look at that.
protection. Nice. Team
Avon.
E. We have an
They can't
extended.
sit. They can't make those suits right there on the left fast enough. Countries are just buying them up by the
Yeah,
droves.
they made with spider silk.
It's got something in it. I don't know.
We have a history of providing respiratory protection and comprehensive knowledge of our customers' requirements, respirators, power supply, air systems, as well as underwater systems, and CBRN protective wear. We have a deep understanding of traumatic brain injury, which enables us to design next generation ballistics and bump protection helmets, as well as helmets, liners, and retention systems. Okay.
So you buy their makeup and their perfumes and their products, and this is
Mhm.
what you're funding.
Wow.
Yeah, they'll throw in a
Yes.
free Kevlar vest.
Okay. Well, I want me one of them helmets. That's cool.
It was a couple. I don't know. It probably was a month ago. I was watching a story about Russia, and they didn't talk about this company. I only just seen like it was something in the background or something somebody had on that had on their insignia, and I looked it up, and that's how found the website.
Avon. Well, it's like IBM was involved in a lot of the stuff in the Second World War, a lot of the cataloging of victims.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know,
When I found the info on Avon years ago, man, I just slipped and fell right into that rabbit hole. I didn't even see the bitch coming.
I never looked at that one. Never knew that one before. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just researching and whoop, I was in the rabbit hole. Yep.
Think about when it got popular. During WW2, you had all the housewives home when their husbands were away. They had to do and buy something.
Hmm.
And it helped fund the efforts across overseas.
Hey, Charles, good to see you. There's a
Hey,
link if you
Dean.
want to hop up.
Hi, Chuck.
Think I got room for one or two more people.
Hi, everyone else that came in after I said hi last time.
Buy makeup. Yeah, maybe they'll throw in a free helmet with some makeup. You buy a
Yeah.
Yeah.
Buy a helmet, they'll throw in some eyeliner or something, you know,
Yeah.
some body mist.
Yeah, some glitter.
Yeah. You know, my favorite product to have ordered from Avon was their parfum, the
Mm.
fancy perfume, and it's called Far Away. And I don't know why I never connected the dots before, but it kind of makes sense now with linking it to this. You're supporting, shit like that.
Yeah,
Far Away, yeah.
stay far away from me.
No, oh, no, it smelled really good. Best shit
Yeah,
you'll ever fucking wear. And it
But the
even makes
ones
your
now
booty
should be
breathe.
called Stay Far Away because, man,
It was really, you could smell it from far away. It was very pleasing to the senses. It's the best perfume in the world, really. But it's too bad that it funds bullshit like that.
Russia's building those for their citizens right now. They're building them container bunkers. A whole bunch of them.
you can get you a repurposed Fallout silo in South Dakota for like 50, 60 grand right now.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That price will
I
probably
would
be
not,
going up pretty soon.
Heck,
I would
the
not
ones
put
I've seen in
yourself in a,
Kentucky are like 250K.
Wow.
It's
I
insane.
would not put yourself in a silo. They have a TV show series called Silo,
Yeah, I've
and
seen
they
that.
jam-packed it full of people, and they became an experiment, and they were never able to leave it again, even though, they could have, but, they messed up the atmosphere outside of the silo so that even if you do leave, you die. But they're living out and away from the silos out in the world while everyone's stuck in the silo. So I repeat, do not stick yourself in a silo.
It's really good advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
Yeah, they're pretty deep too. I don't like how deep
I
they are.
thought so.
You know.
do you think that the Denver airport has one of those underground deep bunkers they talk about?
Yes.
It's got to be. There's got to
We
be
remote
something. There's
viewed
just
under
too
there.
much lore.
We did remote view under there.
Oh, you did? What'd you
Yeah.
come up with?
I don't remember.
Oh, oh, that would be cool.
But,
Yeah.
it's kind of like your usual portal area, weird kind of stuff usually.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the stuff underground is usually weird.
Glitter is a rabbit hole. That is true.
Yes.
I concur.
Yeah. To hide in again.
Putin gives his people shelters. Our government charges you for having them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a bunker, that's an extra tax.
It's like a few years ago, there was people wanting to buy these tiny homes and put on certain parts of the city. And the city
Yeah.
said, no, you can't do that. No. But now the city said, hey, great idea. Why don't we put these tiny homes in the city? But what it is it's going to be a government, of course, it's government funded, but they're going to be these tiny homes. And of course, they're doing it because they can make direct money off of it and stuff like that. But it's not going to be a whole neighborhood. It's just nothing but tiny homes.
I like tiny homes. I think they're
Yeah.
cool.
I like the tiny homes, but I do start to feel like it's a trap. Like it's just going to be a pretty little FEMA camp someday. Okay,
Or that
that's
was
what I
that.
see happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does have that feel to it. I don't know. For me, it's kind of like more like a retirement village. You know,
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
If you do it
Just
yourself on your own land,
No.
yeah.
where I lived, the retirement villages, they were all like teeny homes. They had a little kitchen, dining room, living room, and bedroom. And it was all,
Yeah.
very small, but they had a big lawn and a big, lots of space and stuff. It was really cool. I thought it was
Yeah,
cool.
if done right, it can be, but I just see it being a trap. Get
Yeah,
everybody
if they
buy
just
these.
have row of them, row upon row facing each other, yeah.
Yeah.
Just a
Yeah.
FEMA camp. Yeah.
Yep. Just a pretty little theme camp.
Yeah.
So,
Oh man.
Yeah.
please.
Why do all our houses have no windows?
Yeah. I
Where's the
can't remember what
windows?
I saw either,
Yeah, there
Scott.
you go. Oh no, it's just the new design. It's
Scotty
really
here is
From the
cool.
outside.
Scotty's our record keeper. He says he remembers doing Denver Airport, but doesn't remember what he saw. But yeah, we did do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and they're very brazen, with their demonic images and such around the place.
Yeah.
So I just
Yeah.
wondered, yeah, I think, the Rocky Mountains have this really strange magnetism for them.
Yeah.
They
A lot
they
of
do.
orbs come out of mountains too. A lot of like ball lightning and orbs and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Especially out of Shasta. Shasta apparently is famous for orbs and stuff.
Yeah. I've driven by it many times, but I did not see anything.
Gone under there. That I do remember that there was creepy stuff, like either mutated humans or chimeric humans, maybe aliens. But yeah, lots of tech. Yeah, they got lots of stuff under there. It seems.
They like it there.
Yeah. Might all be moved by now. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. If you're going to put me in a FEMA camp, at least make it nice. Plant some flowers, some trees,
Yeah, the 15-minute city. Make it pretty.
Yeah, make it pretty. If you got to put me in a prison, make it pretty.
Especially since we don't deserve to be in a prison because we're not criminals. It would be the criminals putting us in the prison.
Oh,
Our
it'll be
ass back.
funny. It is always funny. They've tried it in places, the 15-minute city, just to say to people, no, you can't go further than this point. It doesn't work. People get really upset.
Yeah.
They take down the barriers and go on with their lives. Yeah.
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 It's like they've tried the digital dollar up here in small scale. People didn't like it. It didn't work. They've tried UBI. That had some success, but it's not really that great. Yeah, everything they do just seems to fail. And that is the classic, right? They can't win wars. They can't do the economy. They can't do anything, Well, now they're purposely failing on stuff. So,
Right.
but they couldn't, when they wanted to do it right, they couldn't even do it right,
Yeah. Well, they're so used to doing shit wrong because
Yeah.
they don't know how to do anything right. Yeah.
Yeah. You didn't like
I mean,
Skinwalker.
it's not that hard to
Skinwalker.
do it right.
I remember Skinwalker Ranch, Scotty boy. You saw Anki or who was it you saw? Enoch, I think. Enoch or Enki. But that was a portal area. But there was lots of scary stuff there.
Yes. Oh, yes.
That's all I think to scare you off, to keep you from going there. Because it's probably
Right.
brutal.
Yes. Nothing to see here. Be afraid. Run, run, run. Don't.
Run away.
Don't be. Or you might see something. Yeah. See something we don't want you to see.
Jesus used to get high. Well, the almost everybody did, Charles. Everybody drank. Everybody got high. That's just what you did. When you went to temple, they were burning pot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yeah. Opium.
And opium. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little opium smoke going there.
yep.
That'll do it.
Yep. Why you love to go to temple,
Yeah. Very attracted to that.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
I had an incident growing up as a teenager where I think it was like a liquid opium. I think that's what they said it was called. They might have been wrong, but this is what happened. It was a little tiny bottle, took the lid off, and you're supposed to sniff all the way, a full sniff up each nose of the vapors. And that shit will fuck you up for hours. And not in a good way.
Yeah.
My God, I was like, when I got better, I was like, fuck you, assholes. Never again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, some of those can, take you downtown Charlie Brown. And
Yeah, I mean, literally, you can't even get up to go to the bathroom. You can't even move.
no, you fold into the couch like laundry.
Oh, that's like edibles for me. If I eat
It
too
is
many
worse
edibles,
than
I
that.
just go on the
Yeah.
couch. That's it. Can't move.
Yeah, you can't. No, I mean you're folded, man.
Yeah, first time I had edibles, I had cherry oil, and I took way too much of it. I literally I couldn't lift my arms. They were just like the muscles just
Yeah.
turned to jello.
I had this TikTok video I tried to share with you guys. I tried. I don't know where it is now. I tried to duet it and put it on my YouTube, but TikTok just would not let me duet it. But it was this black guy was getting ready to do some edible gummies, and he'd never done them before. So he thought, it's not going to do nothing. So, he don't have to start slow. This white guy comes in and he's like doing a duet with it. And he's like saying, start small, start slow, or you're going to be in trouble. And the other guy's still talking. He's like, nope. And he just shoves like a whole handful of them in his mouth.
Oh yeah,
And the other guy's like, well, good luck with that.
yeah,
And the other guy, 5 minutes later, 20 minutes later, he's like, I'm in trouble.
yeah.
The other guy's like, I tried to tell you. It was hilarious. I'm doing it no justice, but I really wish TikTok would have let me duet it. It was hilarious. And it was two Southern men too, so it was
Yeah.
just awesome.
Sometimes you can do it if you do like a screen recording
Hmm.
while that's playing. Sometimes that's a way to get around it.
I could have, but then I would have got hit with copyright.
I got you.
Yeah, I've done that before. I'm like, well, fuck you, assholes. I'm gonna bust out my screen recorder. And then YouTube goes, no, 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 no. But I wanted to so bad. It was hilarious. Would have gave everybody a good laugh.
Hmm. Smudge break.
Yeah. I'm doing a puff break over here this evening.
What have you got?
Tonight I'm actually on a sativa. It is a sour haze. It has just that ever so smidgen Durban poison in it. If you've ever smoked that, you'll know it's almost like a licorice or something.
No.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
pretty good.
Pink Kush for me. So
Oh,
I'm
nice.
I'm waiting for some mushrooms, some penis envy.
Oh. Yeah.
Those are nice.
I really wish I could help you with that because I got a friend that's just,
Well, they're on their way.
I know, but I mean, he's got shat tons of that and
Oh, yeah.
other stuff. He took it on before he realized he didn't have enough people to help him with it.
Oh, yeah. This is
Yeah.
$2.50 a gram.
That's
Around
pretty good.
So
Not bad.
Really?
yeah.
Wow. Wow. That's pretty
Hey,
cheap.
Morgan. I think it's
Morgan!
pretty less than that. I can't. I'd have to work it out. Oh, we lost him. He was here and then he's gone.
He was here and then he was gone.
Yeah, maybe we
So
could
I'm-
pool our money and buy an island somewhere. You know, then we
Oh
could
my
all.
God.
Let's
right?
do it.
Then they could hit us with the tidal wave, right?
They
Bring it
would.
on.
They fucking would.
I don't want to live anywhere near the ocean. I hate the ocean.
Ugh,
It's expensive these days.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it's all the
Yeah.
bitey things in the ocean. I don't like all the bitey things.
Anytime, yeah, when you got a
Well,
coast,
yeah.
yeah, it can get
I'll
real
make sure I bring my
spendy.
boat in.
Yeah, unless you have,
Yeah.
moor your boat on some harbor, which that has its own trials, I hear too.
Yeah.
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 Somebody can
But
just have the boat I got. I'll just buy another pontoon boat.
a
So there you
pontoon.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my plan. Do the rivers. Stick to the rivers and lakes. That way I can have
There's enough rooms.
rainbow trout for the rest of my life and bath.
Ooh, yeah.
I love me
Some
some.
nice trout fishing here, but it's more northern Georgia up in the mountains.
Yeah. Yeah, we got
Yeah.
good fishing up here.
Yeah, I love freshwater fish. Oh, yeah.
Come on, Morgan. What happened? It's
I
not
know,
even
come
up yet.
back.
Yeah.
Come back.
We were just hitting a topic.
It's great. Ocean is great. It's got, yeah, I know. Good topic for Morgan.
Yeah,
It is a
Ocean's
good
got
topic
whales.
for Morgan.
perfect timing.
I don't want to go anywhere near the ocean. It's stinky. It's full of things that want to bite and eat me, sting me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Come on,
Florida.
man.
Yeah,
I
true.
went to Florida for 5 minutes and it stunk. It was horrible. It smelled like dead fish.
Yeah.
Who could live there? My God.
Second try for
come on.
Morgan. Everyone cross your fingers. There you go.
Cross your fingers.
Everybody did.
Knock
Okay.
on wood. There he is. Say something, Morgan.
He's here.
Something Morgan.
Yes.
See, now
Hey,
that's what I
right
would have
on.
did
I
back
think it
in
worked.
the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. I can
Glad
hear
to
you.
be here.
Yeah. Pontoon boats are good
I'm
on
getting a new
fuel.
computer on Saturday, so
Oh, okay. Awesome. I always buy used computers. They only cost me a couple $100.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing, you can just buy a used one, fix it up.
Yeah.
That's what my husband
I
does.
have this,
Yeah.
this one was.
Oh,
I'm just getting one from Walmart because I only have.
I don't even have to fix it up. They're all fixed up. They're old office computers, like desktops and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're not too expensive at Walmart right now, anyway. Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Oh, you got the pre-tariff Walmart tablet computer.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to get it now
Nice.
before the tariffs go in.
That's right. Get your computers from Walmart now while you can
Everybody's
still
so
afford
worried
them.
about that. It's not really a big deal.
I don't know. Maybe they're just
It won't be
warning
overnight.
us.
It won't be overnight. I mean, you'll see it coming, you know.
Well, there's already
Yeah.
companies tooling up. There's already companies tooling up for
And hell, we're
manufacturing.
already paying 33% more, you know.
Hey, Paula.
Yeah. Hi, Paula. Well, she likes to
Paula's
be called
mad,
Peach,
she says. Okay.
which is also my initials. That's just hilarious.
What you mad about, Paula?
Oh, what her mad about?
Let's see.
Come on up and tell us if you want. Or you can just tell us
Yeah.
in chat. Up to you.
Either one.
$200 used with the Windows not registered. Oh, okay. Cool. No, they usually have a red. They don't have a license to lease it out to you.
No, they had a license to sell it. They just, and it even had the stickers that said the key on it. I just called the guy and said, it's not registering that as the key. And he was just like, I didn't know what to. So just it worked anyway. But I mean,
Yeah.
certain things I can't do, but not much. But I mean, I've used it for 5 years until it stroked out the other day. I mean, it quit.
Okay.
And then I went to try and log in and it wouldn't even take the password. So I was like,
Yeah.
oh no. And then I tried to take it in the BIOS. It wouldn't. And I was like, and I go, it's not taking anything. So I accepted that it had died.
Yeah.
And I went through a whole spiritual thing. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
going, okay, I'm going to do something else. And then I accepted it. And then I pulled it together and I ended up getting the money for the new computer, like
Good.
$500. And so I accepted it. So then in the acceptance, only once I had accepted it and found peace was I like, well, I guess I'll just turn it on to see if maybe some sort of a time lapse has occurred. I turned it on. No time lapse had occurred. It was still the same screen. And I
Yeah.
remember I just did a, blah, blah, blah thing to try and see if I could just cause a default. And
Yeah.
I did. And it went, okay, that's it. You've done it. You know what I mean? It goes, give us the code right now that we need, or we're done. You know what I mean? The computer went, like, I forget what, but you know what I mean? It's just like, we're not doing anything anymore.
Yeah.
And it went, go, you give us the code now. You know what I'm saying, right? Just give
Yeah.
us that screen. They all have it. It give us
Countdown to
the
destruction.
backup one, right? It
5,
goes, give us the one
4,
backup that you
3,
have now.
2.
Yeah. And luckily, I was like, I think I might have. I saw that there a couple months ago. I remember seeing that, and it went, I better write that down and put it in my little book over here. So I wrote it down and put it in my little book. And I went and I looked in the book. I went in the book, and all of a sudden it was like, there it is, the whole thing. So I went and typed in the exact thing. It went, it kicked back, it restarted. It said, okay, put in a new code, put in everything. So I put in everything and it started up or whatever. Now it's still it could stroke out at any moment. But like I said, because I handled it spiritually all right, when I told the people and whatnot, it was my birthday or whatever, they were like, look, we'll just give, you have the money. And I do have the money, just that it's in taxes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, I was told to go ahead and get the new computer. You know what I'm saying, right? So and it's not that big a deal too. It's just $500 or whatever. But I mean, that's the nice thing. I get to go to Walmart, not the used place, because I only have so many hours to get a new one. I got to walk there and walk back. I still got the thing on me for another month or whatever. So, but the thing is, I like it because Walmart does have towers. You know what I'm saying? And I can look online now to see which one I specifically want. You know what I mean? But I just want the tower that just works. You get what I'm saying, right? The one that most poor people will buy. Like, but I will get the one closest to $500. And I imagine Walmart does have one. I imagine they probably have one that's like, $4.99. Hey, you don't get a screen, you don't get this, but you get the tower and it works. You know what I mean? And it's like, that's just what I want, Like I've got a keyboard, I've got a mouse, I've got a screen. I just want a new tower, I know that's the computer, but I mean, but you get it.
Yep. Cool.
Yeah. Am I coming through okay? Am I not roboting or?
A little bit there, but most of the time, no.
Oh, no doubt. So, okay, Schrodinger, if you say robot, you will robot. Okay, so it's Murphy's Law. If anything can go wrong, it will. So, meaning, if you haven't taken care of anything that could go wrong, you actually haven't taken care of everything. Like if somebody goes, don't you understand what taking care of something means? And if they don't answer with you, either the physical answer of Murphy's Law, then they don't understand what you need them to understand, which is, okay, I need you to be able to think of everything that could go wrong and then make contingency for it. Because if you haven't done that, you actually haven't done the first thing, which is the thing I asked you to do. Like you guys get what I'm saying,
And well, that's, before I even knew about Murphy's Law, I was always the kind of person that solved the problem before it became a problem. So yeah, I like to solve the problem before it becomes one. If I see that there might be a problem coming, I try to solve it before the problem gets here. And
Or
so,
have a backup.
Yeah.
I like having a
Yeah.
backup to things.
Exactly.
I've seen all these towers.
Exactly. Because some things aren't a problem.
yes.
Did you figure that one out there, Dean?
They just need to be dealt with. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Deal with your shit. In other
those
words,
damn weapons. See, now Trump, he's gonna sign more technology into being, like he did 5G. He okayed 5G put through you.
Yeah, Elon is our science secretary? What is he coming in as?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Technologies are.
yeah.
He's going to put a chip
technologies
in our
are
head.
us.
Baby.
He's going to put a chip in my head. No, he's not. But
Close. I'm wondering, but I do think that the future is in these cluster drones, like you were describing them as dragonflies and such. Yeah, something's up with that end how they
They
will
had,
do things.
they had that happen in New Jersey the other day. Fireflies. Did you see that?
No.
No. Swarm of fireflies?
Yeah, when she said fireflies, it made me think about it.
Oh, the dragonflies that I was talking about the other day. They're
Oh,
actually an
dragonflies. Okay,
artificial.
yeah.
They're an artificial thing. They're not the insect. They're just what somebody named these. They're small black football-sized objects that inspect anything that goes over 500 feet, like any
Yeah.
plane or helicopter or anything.
Yeah. I still want to see what wildlife's going to bring up, though.
It's funny how the other day we was talking about they was assembling this cast, and said the League of Unextraordinary Gentlemen. Now they're calling themselves the Avengers,
Good
Ooh.
grief.
And I said, well, it won't be long before that happened, and boom, it happened. There you go. Makes sense. I think Elon wants to be Tony Stark.
He does. He thinks he fucking already is. He even has the outfit.
As soon
He's
as
got,
he
yeah,
perfects
I
the
was going to
art.
say, I thought I saw him dressed as Iron Man before.
I was gonna say Iron Man. Yeah, I do. I see him as just the ultimate.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it is just it is crazy. Have you seen how the actor knots, as I call it, are dressing when they go to the ISS? Have you seen their get up?
Their new get up, yeah.
All
Yeah.
boots and leather.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new fancy schmancy get ups, yeah.
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 Kind of the white version of the Gestapo.
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's trippy, man.
Sorry.
But anyway.
Yep.
Search for.
Yeah, I'm guessing Wildlife ain't found that link.
Yeah, under Denver, I think there's a Masonic temple.
Oh, that might be too. Yeah. There's something I'm feeling with Denver lately. Just wondering.
That's one of them, but there's several of them.
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool.
Right. No, yeah.
Obviously,
many.
it was something that was
Yeah,
widespread.
no, me
because
too with Colorado, yeah.
Yeah, that can happen. Oh, there's something in the chat here.
See what this is.
definitely something widespread when you have that high a volume of people calling into like 911 and responses. That many people seeing something for sure.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. No, they're playing with their toys. And they get caught. And just go, oh, aliens. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
They can
They have
blow it up to anything.
They have
just-
cloaking
That's right,
technology.
for sure.
So, okay. They have cloaking technology, so there's no reason they couldn't put a large drone, mothership drone above it, pop off
Right.
a bunch of little ones.
There you go, mothership. See?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the command center flies high up there too. You don't know, none of it is happening until it's too late.
Okay, have you noticed we haven't seen any
Don't look up.
TR-3Bs lately? They've been gone. Nobody's taking pictures of triangular black ships anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're
Yeah,
gone. They're not gone. They're just hidden.
right. Cloaking. Yeah.
They've come up with cloaking through electronics now, so they can bend light because they figured out steerable beams, so they can
Real
bend
life
light.
Space Ghost.
Yeah,
oh, I love that cartoon.
oh, Space Ghost.
Space Ghost.
Yeah, it was a cool cartoon.
Yeah, that's drones are going to be drones and weather wars. Really, are going to be what they're using, unless we keep calling them out on it. You know, they're really running out of things. That's why they're trying to threaten us with war right now, is because all their other shit just isn't floating. You know, it's not really
Yeah.
working.
Yeah, I was thinking technology was going to do it all, like RoboCop or whatever. Like, but no, and like what do you call that? Something city, mega city,
Yeah.
in Detroit, old Detroit, New Detroit, in the, you know, and they wanted New Detroit, you know, smart city. What I mean, you know, everybody in them, but they aren't getting that yet, and they wanted it sooner. You know, everybody in them, and okay, because of the pandemic or whatever, we need everybody in these cities, and it's like, okay, I guess people are still living where they want.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And the depop of the North American
they're not able to get farmers to stop farming.
Yeah. No, there's too much There's too much pushback.
Exactly.
And everything that they're doing is being called out. You know, and we're calling it out ahead of time now too. Like, we're calling out weather wars. Did you see how that hurricane right after Helene did this whole little curly Q in the middle of the freaking Gulf of Mexico? So they steered it away from all land masses. They said, "Oh, they're on to us," so they went the other way. Well, we'll just keep it away, and you can call that out too. It's like everything you do is being called out.
It's like a magic bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
everything they do is obvious and known.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it used to not, like, it was by us before, but now other people are noticing it too, which is great.
That's what I mean. There's always some people yelling, a whole group going, "Do you not see the guy behind the in Oz? Like, do you not see him, the wizard behind the right?"
Yes.
I think some of it is the 100th monkey too. There's more people kind of wake up to it. Others instinctively start looking and going,
Yes.
Yeah, the vibration kicks into the reality.
Yeah, I only had one ever real pushback on we're being used as an antenna in my real life, and that didn't last very long. So,
Yep.
Incredible interview.
Yep.
People are quite willing to accept the almost seeming absurd at this point, you know?
Yeah. Yes, I love that laugh.
I'm completely
You know.
shocked after watching this interview to see it.
I love a good Southern laugh.
I don't know what that video was, but it was pretty funny watching it. Man,
Yeah, it was.
I don't know what they were selling, but I promise you I wasn't buying it.
Right, Dean? W band.
Oh,
$3.96, huh?
Need another smudge to get through this clown show.
Yeah. So Russia.
Think they get their life.
Yeah.
They do want a Cold War again. That would be really great for them.
Yeah.
You know, then they could feed the military
so
industrial complex constantly.
Don't you guys want to hate again?
Cut off all
No.
communications.
Come
Then we
on,
could have.
don't you want some?
Then we could have biological warfare. They're releasing these fake viruses on you next. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're playing all those.
Cyber attacks. Oh my God, it's Russia's cyber attacks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just nuts.
We'll go back to like the 80s. I remember
be
that.
The
It was
Walking Dead for
ridiculous.
real.
Everybody
Don't
was
you
so
want
worried about the Russian.
the dream?
Mm-hmm.
Yet Soviet. You remember that song?
If we make it happen, Rick will come. Everybody, Carl.
Yeah, you're going to have several countries
want that
that'll
now.
have to
They want
make
their
a big
zombie apocalypse.
choice,
They can have
if you
real
know what I'm
emotions
talking
and
about.
real relationships.
Yeah.
Say again, G?
Oh, I was saying that several countries are going to have to make some big choices over there when it comes down to it. What side they're going to, are they going to look at the lesser of big evils? Do you go with the UN or do you go with Russia when they decide to draw a line again? Probably.
Yeah. they've already got
Yeah.
the ball rolling, right? So it's pretty hard to stop it.
Mhm.
Like if they want to escalate it, it
Yeah,
could
the
be.
wall again.
Well, yeah, the wall, but they've got to escalate what's going on right now. And the only way the West can do it is if they can convince everyone in the West that Russia did it. They've had to do that every time. But selling it this time is not going to be as easy because they sold it for Vietnam, they sold it for the Korean War, they sold it for World War II. But there was really nobody was questioning their government then.
That's
Now
right.
everybody
Yeah.
questions their government.
We have to.
65% of Canadians do not trust the government.
No, every country at this point, yes, they pushed us towards this. It got so corrupt, so hard and fast. We had to go, whoa,
Yep.
wait
You're
a
not
minute.
Well,
be
what was
intelligent
it?
too. You know.
Reagan, how did Reagan say that? He said the scariest words in the world are, "Hi, I'm the government and I'm here to help."
No kidding. ..
Yeah,
FEMA. Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sorry, Paul. I didn't mean to say you were angry.
What do you mean? They've already did it with the frogs. They turned the frogs.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh
Are
God, I
you
wish.
people
I
insane? Do
wish
you
I
see
could
what they're
remember the
doing?
chemical. They're doing it to the
Yeah.
birds. The birds are becoming gay now too.
No, it's the birds.
It's the birds.
You can't look at a pigeon the same ever again, these sick people.
And that pigeon ain't looking at you the same either.
You're damn right.
Oh my God. Oh, awesome.
Somewhere Alex Jones's eyeballs are about to pop out somewhere.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I
Yep.
can't
He's-
take it no
What are
more.
you doing? Getting
Yeah.
all laughing and having fun.
Oh, your audio cut
You
out.
quit that
Morning.
rejoicing and celebrating amongst yourselves, and no gathering together except for three in a pair for
Yep.
4 hours on a holiday.
Yes.
Oh, you mean the 2020 rules again? Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
they'll
my
try
gosh.
that.
They'll try it, but I'm
That
not.
didn't work in Canada really that well.
It's not going to work
It didn't work
here.
well here in America neither.
No.
Not for us.
Fortunately for you, you will own nothing and you will love it.
Yeah, but yeah, you got to get the police to do it, and they didn't do it last time. Unless they didn't purge the police forces completely. They
That's right.
changed
That's
about
right. That's what-
25. They changed about 25% of them, which isn't enough.
Yeah. When I moved here, I asked, people in different
Yeah, I
stores
had to mellow out
what
on
they
hate
did
a little bit there
on-
too, because
oh.
yeah.
Hold on, Morgan. Hold on.
Morgan,
I asked people in stores, what happened during that period with the mask thing, and they all said nothing. We don't do it. So
Oh, good.
yeah,
Yes.
that's what you got to look for.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
forced to do it to get on the bus. The bus drivers enforced it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I come
So
from Portland. That was the pinnacle.
Just temporarily, just
I
to
wore
get from.
I wore a really dirty mask, and I had a big
Mhm.
no vax sign on the front of it. I drew on with marker.
Yeah, I saw some interesting masks. I'll tell you that.
You know what you should have done, Max? You should have took a picture so we could see.
Oh, I showed it. I showed it on here.
Oh,
I
you
showed
have
it.
shown it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, when that was 4 years ago. I don't even know if I have the video anymore. If they've deleted it on me.
I know, right? Well, I'm sure it's an oldie but a goodie. You should always
Yeah.
bring that back up again. Yes, so that other people can do the same.
I was looking
I
for
want to
those
buy a mask that has
dragonflies,
me-
but I couldn't find them.
I want to have a mask that has me flipping the bird. There's like a hand flipping the bird.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
Yeah.
I got one of those, like a little face gator.
Yeah, I like the guys that wore like monsters drooling.
Yeah, I've seen some crazy ones like that. Yeah. You see all kind of crazy shit on TikTok.
They told me I wasn't
I've
allowed
seen-
to wear my Michael Myers mask. It wasn't approved. It wasn't an
Wasn't
approved face covering.
Wasn't approved. Oh, I
Say,
love
what
it.
hell is covering my whole face? What else you want covered?
I know, right? right? But see, with your Michael Myers mask, you could still breathe through the nose and the mouth, and that they didn't want
Oh
you
yeah, that'd be
breathing.
deadly.
That was the whole point.
Yeah,
I can't breathe.
you can't
That
breathe
was the
on
whole
your own
thing.
accord.
Yes.
Yeah, bandana, that's a good one. You can print a lot on a bandana.
Yeah.
And if you tell
Yeah,
Yeah,
my husband
and
got
it,
one of
no,
those
they
things
won't.
on
If they're
once.
like, if the officer goes, "Let me look in your place," if it's like, no, you have to tell the officer no, and then he's going to ask you another 2 times, and you must say no both times, and then he'll go away. And they don't understand that it could just actually be procedure that you're telling them, and that's how it actually goes. Instead, they think of things when they're a child, right and wrong, morals, ethics. No, you must tell him no 2 more times, then he walks away. And the fact, and usually it always works. I just mean usually people don't, because the officers know they're never ever going to understand that concept, that I actually might even be lying to them, because these people are too simple to even understand that I might be tricking them. Even though the people, like the disabled people in my house, even when I told them the landlord can't come into your place and take pictures with that camera, they
That took
still
a
didn't
while,
tell him
Tim.
no. They still let him place to take pictures into their fridges, in their underwear drawers. And even though I told them
wow.
it's just to humiliate you,
Yeah,
and they
they're
still
pushing
let
your
him right in.
buttons.
And then when
Hmm.
always complain to each other, you know what he did to me? You know what he did to me? And it's like,
Yep.
Yeah. No,
and
they are
it's
trained.
insane.
They are trained to play you.
Yeah.
They're playing. So you just got to
Yeah.
look at it that way. You know, it's their angle to find an angle to, hook you into their
They wouldn't come
monetary
to my
paper
door. They wouldn't
trade.
knock on my door. And I told the other people, yeah, sorry.
Mhm.
Yeah. I told
That's good.
them, look it, they don't knock on my door, as they walked past my door and did not stop. You get what I'm saying? The other people standing there going, you know what I mean? And it's like, because I tell them they're not allowed. You get
Yeah.
it? And then those people still let them in their homes. Sorry, it's insane.
Yeah. And then they can find problems. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. And when it comes down to it, I know most people will just let them in, whoever it is, for whatever thing they say. If somebody actually has to stand up with their own spine and go, no, even if they don't have to fight, they don't use any physical power, but they actually have to, with their spirit, mean no.
That's because people are trusting, Morgan. My
They're
wife
too
would do it.
afraid.
My wife would let almost
Yeah,
anybody in. If they have a uniform or that, she's going to let them in. I guarantee it. You know?
Yeah,
I've tried to train her not to.
That's what I mean.
I've tried to train her not to. I've told her that you don't have to let them in. They're not the controllers of your house. They have no right to be in there without a warrant. You know, but she is very trusting, and I imagine she probably would just invite them in.
Max,
Most people are very
explaining to people the difference between law and the truth, right? That there's a difference between the law and the truth, right? Like they think that they're part or good or right and wrong, and the truth, and it's like, even though you can ask them, you do understand the law could be changed tomorrow to be the opposite of what it is today, and then give them examples of when that happens in the world. It often does, and they still don't understand that it doesn't make something right or wrong. And the truth gives the authority, not law, because law is always going to be given by the people that make money, like to make more money.
Yeah, it don't matter how many times you write something down on paper. If it don't mean anything to me, I'm not accepting it one way or the other.
Death cult.
Yes.
Oh. Well, it's a death cult.
Yeah, and people that follow law as opposed to the truth, that's like that's heaven. I guess that's heaven and hell or whatever,
Yeah.
Because the computer is going to lead you down, turning you into a Cybertron man, right?
I'm going to be gone for a minute, you guys.
All right.
And then stick you in the computer, right? And where you exist forever. That's how you go to hell or whatever the thing is, right? Like they take all the souls and they make them exist forever, giving them their energy or whatever. Like,
yeah, transhumanism. That's what they want. That's the goal.
Yeah.
At least one of them.
Give up your soul, right? Give up your humanity.
Yeah, biodigital convergence. our governments are promoting that.
Yeah.
So I didn't agree to that. They've proposed they're going to change the way human beings are. They're going to change human beings, what you are. They're going to change what you think, how you think, and what you think of. They've stated all these things in documents. People don't take notice of it, though. But they've already told you they're going to change your mind.
I suppose I believe, I guess I have to, that they've lost. Like you know what I mean? Like, as far as I'm spiritually, considering, they've lost because they can't affect my spirit, only my physical being.
Yeah, they can only kill you so far. Although the Chinese are apparently making great headway into using the soul as a power source. So I don't know. That could be a problem.
My brain is sitting here imagining a turbine for choice. Like how I'm going to turn that turbine with choice. I'm sure I'll find a way.
Yeah, leave your body before they can capture it. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Down. Here we go. Change human beings, our bodies, minds, and behaviors. So they want to change your body, your mind, and your behavior. So you won't be human anymore. They want to create other organisms that look like humans. They want to alter your ecosystem. They want to manage biological innovation, sense, store, process, and transmit information through the biology. Structure and production and supply chains. Yeah. They want to, So they want to, decentralization and democratization. Well, that's ridiculous. How are you going to decentralize with a centralized computer system? Democratization when you're going to take over our bodies, minds, and behaviors. How are you going to have a democracy?
Exactly.
Come on. This stuff is ridiculous, but this is what the Canadian government has put out. There you go. Canadian government.
We can diversify once we all
Government of Canada, right there.
We can distribute liberally once we're all one.
Your government has a similar doctrine, and so does every other government on the planet. So, that we can fight over, immigration and taxes and gas and who's fighting who and what war is going on where.
Or you could get high.
All of this.
I'm just saying.
This is going on. This is going on in every country, no matter what, no matter who is in power, no matter who, what you're doing. This is going on.
Yeah, no matter how many people show up at the bake sale. That's right.
Yep. This is for control. So that's why this is going on, and all this other stuff they're fluffing in front of your face. World War and gas and carbon tax and whatever else.
It's written in Daniel, specifically, in the book, the book, the Bible. It's written specifically that they're going to do this, and I mean, like this is mixing the iron with the clay. This is taking the bio and the electric, making them together, and
yeah, they're trying to. Yep.
Yeah, like hardcore. I think it's called the Great Work too, right? Like that's when we leave the body, then go into Satan's or whatever the 0-1 binary war, like Aries. It's everything you talk about, like L, like everything. It's all the same thing. It's all.
They think that your brain is ones and zeros, but it's not.
Exactly. That's their God. Yes, thank you. Yes, exactly. And they worship that power.
Yeah. But that can't measure the soul, unfortunately.
No. That's what I believe. I believe feeling, which is love, and pain, especially. Pain is pleasure at the same time, right? So
flavors of emotion, right? How can you measure flavors of emotion?
Exactly. If people want to know what makes life the joie de vivre, and it's like, well, emotion, obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. A plethora of them. Exactly.
They say in the beginning, the first thought was desire.
Yeah. Well, I spent much time thinking about that during that 36 hours. I think it was only like 17 that the computer was off too.
Yeah.
But I did think about that. I thought about everything. And I thought about that desire. No, I specifically thought about the first sin and in the garden and what it was and what it is. Word, you know what I mean? What it is, and then what is the? And then, I was thinking of Satan. It wasn't a snake. I was like, no, he's an entity. He's a crystalline entity, like of immense power.
Could have been a nagus too. Could have been a snake. Could have been a nagus. Could have been an entity.
Stone snake, like made of all the gems and everything of all. That's how the Bible describes it.
Yeah.
And it had legs, by the way. It had legs and walked.
Resplendent.
As men, like as a man. It wasn't a man, but
beautiful. He was beautiful too.
The most intelligent of all, and
the most beautiful.
And the most beautiful. That's right. The most cunning and the most craftful, and that's exactly. And it's like people don't understand it. It was a serpent, but it was a serpent after the order of cherubim and seraphim, in biblically, even if you want to go by it. And that's the being that they're talking about. And he could, and that's what he was doing. And then he caused desire to manifest in Eve, and then she ate, and then Adam, and then everything, and then everything, east of Eden, like.
Oh yeah. I saw did you see the Maori freak out in their parliament? I guess it is.
Oh.
Maori. They did their Maori war dance over some treaty.
Okay.
That was exciting to watch.
Funny.
Good for them.
Not Australia, but the other place beside them.
Let's see if I can find that. Hold on.
Dang, I would too. I'd put a voodoo on all those people that did that to them.
Yeah. Yeah, desire. Oh yeah, desire. Oh, I sang a song about it, Max. Even I sang a song about it. Desire. Oh, yeah, and you choose desire. That song.
Let's see. Got to find the news. Associated Press. Here we go. I can play that. This is for learning purposes only. Give me a minute. Got to get past the commercials. I'll do it anyway.
If 6 votes opposed.
Oh.
Ooh. Wow.
Weird hands.
Wow.
The house is suspended until the ringing of the bells. The gallery is to be cleared.
Yeah. That was a spell cast. Wow.
Yes. Oh yeah. I went right along with it.
They were mad. Good for them.
Yeah, what? Good pushback happening there.
That's that. thing. That's the thing that I love seeing when people, any people, and it's like, and it speaks about it in the word too, like the word with when these people stand up and do the, and when these people say enough and do this, because the Lord knows people have dignity. Like, you know, there's different levels to, you know, people's stubbornness as people, and it's like, when are you going to turn back to what your fathers paid attention to? You know, and stop buying into their fancy gems and their whiskey.
Yeah, this world, our reality is made up of what we think, say, and project. It's a spell cast, but that was a powerful one to those people that have ruined their homeland, took it over, burnt it down. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm kind of mad about all of that. Wow.
Where'd you go, Life? You lost him.
Yeah, I came back and he was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a school night. He has to work.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hooking up that electricity again.
Yeah.
It goes out here. The electricity, does it in your place? Do they do flipping on of the electricity and off on a routine basis where you live now?
No.
They do that here. Oh, wow.
Wildlife's in the
once a
hurricane.
week.
That's why he's having troubles. Okay. He's got to hook up people's electricity.
But yeah.
No, I haven't heard that. I've heard there's been outages in parts of Europe, and they're not broadcasting it, so they're saying it might be Russia flexing their muscles on Europe.
Well, that's where Europe gets their power, right? Or a lot does, don't they? Russia.
I'm not sure.
Their gas, I think.
Yeah, gas. But
gas, the gas giant.
I think it was the actual, like, the systems, the computer systems that were hacked. So it was a hacking instead of just yeah.
Yes, a pipe shutting down, and if it was, it's just because the electronics said shut down pipe number, and then or not pipe, but the metal touching metal. Yeah,
whatever their electric system's on. Yeah. So it might be Russia flexing their muscles. There is still a monopoly.
We don't see.
We're unfortunately stuck in a horrible game of Monopoly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. And it used to be the railway. And, well, I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we're going to have a rail strike soon. We know that they can shut down pipelines at a moment's notice.
Yeah.
Canals, you just run a boat into the shoreline and pretend like you can't get it out. What else do you do? You have a chemical spill and then burn it.
No. You send 3 boats out. You insure the one, and
send a hurricane. Send a hurricane. You know what haven't they tried so far? You know.
Right. Exactly.
Alien invasion. Come on, alien invasion, everybody.
Show me an alien.
They're in Congress now telling us all about aliens. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
They had another
when they
talk about aliens in your government. Yeah. I think it was
Everybody got the insurance money for those buildings during the Great Fires. All those buildings were in someone's name, and those people also would have been awarded monies and bonds, and or just in some page written down, these people have $1 trillion because of the Great Fire in Boston. Okay, insure all the places again. Better write down one more. We have 3 trillion now. Just write it down. It's the insurance and the fires. I bet everybody got rich off that. And that's even how they would have established the numbers behind the family's old money. How do we establish numerically the old money of the old world again? Well, just give them new names in the new world and then we'll say do the fire thing, and then with the money that we generated from the insurance,
Yeah.
that's how we'll back ourselves going into with new money for the old families going
Yeah,
into
I
the new
forgot
world,
about
so that it
arson
all
season. I forgot about arson season.
yes.
Yep. Arson season. I love it how you say that, because that's
Yeah.
pretty much what they've turned it into.
Oh, it is.
It's a dual pun.
It is. That's all it is. Yeah,
Just
here they
call
are.
it shit.
Congressional UFO features eye-opening UAP. Oh my God. There's been no compelling evidence to prove that UAPs are extraterrestrial in nature, but the phenomena continue to fascinate the public. So, you know, they're opening up the door there. Truth is out there. Experts testify at UFO congressional hearing. You know, so yeah, they are you know, bringing it up. You know, we're calling it out as not UFOs, but they're going to say then it's inner earthers or somebody else. You know, it's not us. It's not Lockheed Martin. It's not Raytheon. You know, no.
Right.
It's
Right.
somebody we have to fight. You know.
Yeah, and Christians, you guys know who it is, so we need lots of money.
Yeah, right.
That's the thing.
Well,
Like,
that was
oh
another.
crap, that works. Now what do we do?
Yeah.
That was another thing Reagan had
That's
made a
funny.
statement on, when Reagan said, "I wonder how," and I'm paraphrasing. I wonder how fast we would all come together if we had to basically fight the aliens together.
Yeah.
You know.
And then he
Yeah.
went on to express how we already have an alien threat within our government.
Way back then. Yeah.
Yeah, way back then.
We
Yeah.
could only hope there are aliens at this point. I mean, that's all I have to say.
And that
Well,
they're good.
yeah,
There could be.
it could be.
But if they were good, I would think they would come knocking on my door to have a little chat with me about what they should do, because I have thoughts.
Yeah, you'd
Yeah.
figure that they would express themselves to the regular people, having learned probably in the first 5 minutes of meeting our officials that they're total sleazebags and can't be trusted, right? So
Yeah,
Mhm.
because if you're
where are
if you're
they
looking,
presenting and talking to?
We're going over
you
to the farmers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So you go to a farmer's field, you get caught up in a beam, you go to sleep, and you wake up ass raped. That is not contact.
that is not
That's a
contact
scare
at all.
tactic.
You know,
Come on.
That's assault.
That's them. You know, that's them.
That's
Yeah.
You know, doing what they want
Oh.
with you because they're
Mhm.
freaking
Yeah.
sick bastards. You know.
But if they're
So,
looking for intelligent life, they're not going to find it in government.
No,
yeah,
no, they know that. Maybe they have talked to us, and then they do a mind wipe.
maybe I doubt it.
That's
You know,
maybe it's possible.
I would think that what aliens would do would be if they were picking people up and wanted to
I
make
don't
contact
think they
with
would.
human beings, they would probably just keep picking people up time after time after time and just start increasing the number of people that had contact with them and sat down with them and had explained to them that they're what they're there for. That would
Yeah.
be the way to do it.
Yeah.
But they're not doing that.
But they're not doing
Yeah.
Like, how many of you would accept a sit down with an alien? I
would.
would.
that.
Right?
I would absolutely. Yes.
Yeah. So why ain't that happening?
Right on. It's a good question.
Hey, they're psychic.
You know, I
Apparently.
would love to talk with you and tell you the fucking facts of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that they've got
I ain't
us
seen
so fucking
aliens.
trapped. We can't fight our way out of a wet paper fucking sack at
There,
this point.
I'm
so
not
we
saying
need some
there
fucking
aren't
help.
aliens, because Drake's equation would say there is a alien out there, right? So, and I think there may be aliens here
Telepathic.
too, but they're not interested in talking to us.
Clearly they're not. They're not looking for intelligent life then either.
No,
I've talked with them.
sure, almost most people would, but that's
But
not
that's
happening.
because I realize because I'm usually praying at the time, and they can cut in on that beam.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're talking to God, an alien knows it. They can or a demon knows it in someone's body or whatever. They'll be like, they can they can bug you. Like if they're like, hey, you over there, I know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Or not even just bug you about that, but about just anything. Probably look into your own head and see things that you're insecure about and actually start talking about them. But anyway.
Government likes to track your aura too, so they got that too. They know if you're sleeping or if you're awake as well.
Santa Claus.
Yes.
Yeah,
And they also know, yes, exactly, Santa Claus or Satan Claus, yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, they trained us good.
CLAW.
Yeah, we're good over here with our training. Uh-huh.
Yeah, but they can track the enlightened, those that have a active pineal, a positive aura. They can tell. It all
Yeah,
comes
they always
through.
try to fuck with me whoever they are, right when I'm starting to fall asleep. And I always tell them no. Just no. Matter of factly, nope. And I go to sleep anyway.
So if you ever want to know if you're on a list, you're probably on several lists, all of you. So
when I go to sleep, I go to
there again, naughty or nice.
Yep.
Places I go.
Oh my God, it's so weird.
What's that, Morgan?
Yeah.
What did you
Say
say?
again?
Well, you did. Oh, it just related to what she said. Oh, I thought you meant it. Oh, yeah, I go to two places when I fall asleep. I either go to jail or I go to be with a different scenario with this native girl that I was with for a while, and it's either one or the two. I'm either in a large scenario making love or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, but it's emotional. Like in large scenarios that I've never been in. You know what I mean? Again, like with this native girl that I was used with, always her. Or I'm in jail, and it's not. And sometimes, yes, it's emotional and camaraderie, but a lot of times it's stressful. Okay, it's actually the pen, and there's actual situations going on. So I'm either in one or the other. Every time I even just go for a second, like, and it's realer than this. Yeah.
Mine are always random. My dreams. This morning I woke up and I was putting I didn't wake up. I was asleep and I was putting my punch card in the clock and it broke twice on me. So I don't know. And I had two things break on me at work. I had to do two repairs at work, two big repairs. So it was telling me what I was going to do for the day. Two broken things.
Wow. Wow. So kind of psychic then.
Yeah.
Yeah. The serendipity will tell you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn to read my dreams like we do in remote viewing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes they do tell you things.
Yeah. I think it's the job of stress and everything. Whatever happened during your day, like, or whatever your mind needs to psychologically, I think it's a play that works that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be premonitions too, right?
I think like the garbage of your another garbage.
If you've got the garbage,
mind, like what stretch.
Like most of us have done the shadow work, so the garbage usually isn't in there, right? So the stuff we experience over and over again can be used to, because of different situations you're experiencing, can be used either as a learning thing or as probably predictive. With most things in the ether, they'd probably have multi-purpose.
Yes. Yeah, my dreams were, turns out, prophetic, as in my repetitive dreams throughout my whole entire life, from childhood until now, are usually things that are going on in the world.
Yeah. So you can probably use your dreams. If it's a repetitive dream like that, Morgan, you probably use it as a predictive program.
Yeah.
Looking for the difference.
Pay attention. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Because the message keeps coming back to you for a reason.
A lot of the stuff we experience, like a lot of the negative stuff we experience in life is put on us. So be aware of that too. So when you're having negative dreams and stuff, those might not be yours. Or, well, they may be yours, but they may be repeated back at you. Hi, Angel Wings.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I know what you mean, Max. They are someone else, and I am in them. That's right. Here comes Morgan into his character. Yep.
Hmm?
Right in their dream. Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, they're constantly trying to mess with people emotionally through electronics. That's a given since the 70s, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't sleep anywhere near my tablets no more. Nope.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I sleep under metal blankets, and now I don't have restless leg syndrome as bad, you know. So
Yeah. Yep.
yeah, and they like to hit you at night too, with the Lily Wave, repeated memories from your
Yeah.
past.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You'll start thinking. You just start thinking, and you can't stop. They'll call it the witching hour, and it is kind of because your mind gets bewitched.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I concur with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Me too. Like the other night, just the other night, I was exhausted. I was going to lay down, get a nap while my husband was at work before he came home for lunch. And as soon as I laid down and got relaxed, all of a sudden, I wasn't even thinking about the 2 cats I lost over the summer within 2 weeks. And then all of a sudden, they were on my mind, and my heart was broken, and I could do nothing but sit back up and cry and blow my nose and cry and blow my nose and cry. And so much for sleeping, because now my head's all clogged up.
Yeah. Now that does happen to us, I think, naturally, but I think they amplify that.
Yeah, because I wasn't even thinking about them. I know that they're
Yeah.
not here anymore, suffering the bad weather and constantly being sick, and
Yeah.
I know that wherever they are, it's better than here. And but here I was heartbroken again, as though they just died, and for no reason.
No. So being aware of that, can help you out a lot.
Yeah,
I think so too, because it
Yeah.
knocks you out. It snaps you out of it.
Yeah.
You get more control of your reality. If you want to,
right.
and then just repeat something you want to see happen. Dream
Yeah.
about it. And just run that over your mind instead of their story.
Even saying
Right.
"oh" or giving yourself one of the
Oh yeah.
mantras.
Before you fall asleep, sit there and
Yeah.
think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just
do
run
a
your own
couple of-
story in your head. Mhm.
Yeah, story. I like to do a few ohms before I go to bed. Just
I
do
should start doing that.
Yeah. It helps center you a little bit. It can help
Take
you
me
stop
home.
from thinking.
Mhm.
It can help you. Give it a try.
Okay, I will. Definitely.
Sometimes it helps.
Yeah, chanting home
Yeah,
would
I
work. I
wish
mean, I
I
know
had
it's home, but I mean, yeah, that
something
even closer.
Yeah. Home.
It's the sound.
I don't know. I
Movement.
find as long as you end with the M, right? It's all
Yeah, the M will
There's
really
some Kush
rattle that
God.
cranial.
Oh, nice.
Pretty.
Nice and green.
Yeah.
Red
Pretty,
hairs. I
pretty.
like red hairs.
Yeah.
I wish I could smell it. I wish we had smell-o-vision.
Yeah, where's the smell? They could do that.
They
That
could
is
fucking
doable.
do
Wish.
that. They could.
That's doable.
I know.
Olfactory sensation. They could do that.
Ah,
When they crank it up too
Yeah.
much, I smell burnt hair.
Oh yeah.
right?
Smell-o-vision's been around for a while.
Yeah. They could just have a
No,
scent
they could
pack
log
on
in the
your computer.
terpenes and give the terpenes here because
Yeah.
it's the same thing as colors, Max. They all come from like 3 they figured out. Like I'm saying, right? Like 3 main ones for real. Like they did the technology. I just watched it just earlier tonight. They did the thing, and it all comes from 3 main ones. Just like colors, all the different parentage and lineage and everything. I mean, like you can have them in indica or sativa, but I mean. But it makes sense because he was kind of going, how can it be? And I was like, wait, don't all colors come from 3 primary colors? So absolutely, it makes sense that weed comes from 3 different terpenes.
Okay.
Gee, showing her nummy nums.
Oh,
Look
let
at
me
that
see.
fat bastard.
That's a
Yeah.
big nuggie.
Oh, right on.
G
Oh.
was showing hers too, Max. Put her on big
Okay.
speed. Yeah, look at that.
Ooh, I
Oh,
like the
yeah.
red. Look at those red.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. See, I
Oh,
appreciate it.
wow.
Oh, yeah.
Delicious.
That looks delicious.
Yepers.
Wow. That looks good.
As I screw the jar lid on. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That is nice.
Yellow and blue.
He's showing a big old bud right now, too.
Well, I got to slide up and down to catch all of you, what you're doing.
Yeah, look at that.
Frosty.
Yep.
Wow.
Looks frosty.
That's the
That
Kush
looks
God, man.
fancy.
Oh, yes. Yeah. I just took it out of the bag and I just opened that up yesterday.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here I've got that.
No.
The size there. I got that hash too out again. I'm gonna show you. Want to see this more of that hash? Here, I got that. Oh, there's
Yeah,
also
you got
I
that Canadian hash or something up there, whatever it is.
That's
The gummy
organic.
hash.
Yeah, I got that. I do. This was grown locally. This was grown in Merlin or whatever. Like, and that's local. So I know where this was grown. Like, there's a
Yeah, nice
Fire
little
attachment.
chunk out there. I can see
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Looks
Yeah.
green.
Wow, it's pretty
Yeah, that's
thick, too.
Yeah, a little blondie.
Yeah.
But that's
Wow.
cool. Yeah, that's the stuff I used to love to find down here, by the way. Canadian hash was the hunka chunka.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is
Maple
beautiful.
syrup and hash is what
Oh,
we're
yeah.
known for. Yeah.
He broke off a chunk. He's
Yeah,
gonna.
it's almost
He's gonna.
Oh, wow.
big as your head.
Smell.
Yeah, I wish I could smell it. I wish. I know, right? You lucky
Mhm.
son bitch.
I know.
It just takes me back too, right? Like,
I'm
okay, when I
jealous.
was a kid, when I was like 13 or whatever, and I started smoking, Buddy came along with this hash, right? Like about 3 months into my weed experience. You know what I'm saying? You know, like of having
Yeah.
a gram on the weekend, enjoying it, having Buddy come by once in a while to pick me up to get me high. But that, those are my experiences. So if you think about it, having a little bit of weed every once in a while would keep the experience very virginal still in my system, meaning every time I partook, I would get very lifted to a different degree and would get buzzy and would feel it pleasurable in my body. I was also on high amounts of Ritalin each day. So it would metabolize all the chemicals in me. So at the end of the day, I had a lot of fresh chemicals that were ready to be dumped into my system when I enjoyed the marijuana. So just meaning, and also because it helped me breathe more during the day, it kept the marijuana experience fresh, and like really, the effects, the dynamics were just heightened, as it would for those who took a jog before they partook. I really loved it. Okay, but anyway, when I toked out the first time I got high, I started laughing like because the gas, you know what I mean, like uncontrollably, and at the point where I've been laughing for a half an hour, Buddy's on the phone calling people. He's going, this guy is just laughing and he can't stop, and I was just laughing. I felt so much pleasure all over my whole body. And then it carried on for the whole evening. So we're talking about like 7 or 8 hours of just mind exploding, like feeling like on a roller coaster in my head, of just actual physical pleasure and being able to think of anything and have it be like in my mind as if I was there. I just had very, and that was always what it was like, for the first while, but then, and the hash as well. But the hash would do it, but even more so. I could really feel that dreaming thing where what you thought, it felt as if that was actually going on and you just had to think, and that's what the dream was like for me with hashish. Like I could just think and I'd go into a dream, or what they call it, the dream time, or like a waking dream, what you would say, like into your subconscious, and then into a kaleidoscopic daydream that would then turn into like a real dream, and then you'd come to again,
Mm-hmm.
Just very good and high quality hash as well. But the other people would say, how come? Like, because I imagine it was probably like 60%, 60% THC around, as high as you can get. Good Moroccan, or blonde or black, highest quality hash that you can get, actually imported from other countries and stuff. I mean, if they had made it in Canada, I'm sure it would have been just as good quality. It's just at the time, we're talking about the early 90s, right? Like, you know, the very early 90s.
Yeah. No,
I mean,
yeah, they did at one time. I remember Afghanistan, hash, and other countries bringing it in.
Yeah, gold seal, Afghani. I suppose anybody could have done gold seal, but you know, that's what they called
Yeah.
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. But it would have it on it, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? And when you did buy a good chunk of it, right, you would end up getting that gold seal on it. I mean, that's, we
Yeah,
all would, right? You would have part of your
yeah.
gold seal on
It came
it,
in
right? Yeah.
flat. You know, it came in flats. So.
Oh, this came out of that.
Oh,
Okay, with
guys,
the
I
hash.
think I'm all
I
checked
was
out.
wondering what the
I think
packing.
I'm
Yeah.
about.
Yep, it's about bedtime for me.
Yeah.
I want to thank you all for coming up and chatting about Russia and how, well, Biden's not really, well, he is insane, but I think that's dementia, but how insane your deep state is ridiculous. All right, guys,
Yes.
until next time, we'll see you. Much love.
Much love.
Eye open. Yeah, try some ohms before you go to bed and see if your dreams
Yes,
don't
indeed.
give you a little premonition of the day ahead.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Good night.
Night.